Getting in this car isn't gonna be getting into your daily driver. It's gonna be getting into something special. Hopefully it'll scare you, it'll make you happy, it'll make you sad. That's what cars are all about.
Do you like cool merch? Of course you do, which is why we're pleased to announce our new website Iconbox, where you'll find all of our latest drops from Auto Alex, All the Gear, Top Dead Center, and our car clothing brand Dead Pedal. Get 10% off everything now using the code LAUNCH10. This is Chris Fix, YouTube's biggest car channel with 10.7 million subscribers. He's a household name and I'm willing to bet a lot of money that you've used many of his in-depth tutorials to either super clean your engine, fix rust, install a hidden kill switch, or undertake general car maintenance. Anyway, a few weeks ago Chris got in touch and said he was keen to buy a British car that he could import back to the US, which, according to US law, means that it has to be at least 25 years old. And so Chris flew over to tell me exactly the kind of thing he was after for no more than £25,000, which is where we pick things up.
It's gotta have value.
Okay,
We need
okay,
to find a car that could be fixed up.
Yeah.
So we buy it for, if it's 25,000 pounds is the budget,
Yeah.
we buy it for 18.
Okay,
we
all right,
put
okay.
in 2,
Yeah.
we got 5,000 pounds of profit.
There you go, there you go.
And that'll help me import it.
Are you going to sell it when you get to the US or you want to
I
drive
don't
it
sell any of my cars.
around? Okay, that's cool. That's good to
why
know,
I
yeah.
have-
Neither do I, that's why
Yeah.
the paddock is full of shit boxes.
Graveyard.
So do you want like a sports car? Do you want like a hatchback? Something fast?
So I was looking at like Defenders,
No.
TVRs,
Yes.
Minis,
Yes.
like
Yeah,
the Rover
okay.
Mini,
Yeah, okay.
stuff like that.
Okay, all right, cool. So in the UK, we've got a few websites. eBay, you obviously know. Facebook Marketplace, we love. I don't know if we're going to find the right car on Facebook Marketplace, but there is a really cool website called Car and Classic. So hopefully we can have a little look there.
The other prerequisite is I need something that isn't made in America. So something we
Okay.
didn't get.
Okay.
Because it makes it interesting. It makes it, when you import it, people are gonna be like, whoa, look at that, what's
Okay.
that?
Yeah,
You know?
well, that's very kind of TVR then, isn't it?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. What about something like this? This has got 5 hours left. It is a 1978 MG R V8 pre-development car.
My mom did have an MG, I think a 68.
Oh yeah,
Something-
okay.
The chrome bumper one.
Yeah.
And she had it mustard yellow, and they are really cool. I'm not looking for an old car like that. I feel like my bread and
Okay.
butter is like the 90s.
Yeah, this is a bit old.
That is nice though.
How about, right, bear with me. Does something like that do it for you? This is the car of the 90s.
It actually is kind of dope.
Yeah.
I was really looking for a real British car.
Okay. This is very British. You didn't get this.
No, we
These
didn't.
are like
But this,
rally
like to
spec.
you, this is like
This is the
British.
Holy Grail, or a
That's actually kind of cool.
Sierra Cosworth as well. You probably won't like it.
They
but
are a little bit over budget, it seems.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
You sound like my realtor.
I mean, look at it. Don't worry about the prices. I mean, this one's only £60,000.
I think that's too over budget for me.
Okay. Do you know what a Lotus Carlton is?
No,
It's a bit expensive.
again.
Oh my God. It's only £100,000.
100,000
Yeah,
pounds.
yeah.
Well, that's like 130 grand US.
Yes, but this in the 90s was like the getaway vehicle of choice. But it was the fastest saloon car of its time.
Really?
It was only, I think, a mile an hour slower top speed than a Ferrari Testarossa.
Holy
175 miles an hour. And yeah, there was a notorious gang that stole one of these and did like lots of heists and bank robberies for 4 months and always outran the police. Lotus Elise S1, and you didn't get these, but you do have Lotus, don't you?
We have the Generation 2. I think it started like 2001.
Yeah. But this is a nice spec, kind of British racing green. So it's got recent service and MOT until March 2026, which isn't an issue for you. Cam belt replaced at 61,000. However, it is an auction. We have to log into bid. That's boring. So
Is there anything more rare?
Aero 8, there we go. Let's have a look at those.
Ooh,
There we
that
go.
right,
Oh, okay.
2002. Look at that blue
2002.
too.
So that's 2 years too young.
And also the price.
50 grand as well, yeah.
Holy
That's pretty
smokes.
expensive. Mini Classic, let's have a look.
Okay. See, like that. Ah, that red one with
Yeah?
the
£20,000.
holy smokes. Yeah, that's.
Wow.
I'm not paying 20 grand for a mini.
No. God, they're
Even that, 12 grand for a mini.
Wow.
I thought they were like in the fives.
You can get some in the fives, but they will be rotten.
30?
And they rust. They rust really
Ah,
badly.
okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
these are all probably restored. Somebody put blood, sweat, and tears to
absolutely.
unrust them.
Absolutely. So minis, probably not. Should we circle back to TVR, see what's about?
Yeah. So there's a bunch, right? There's the
Oh.
Chimera,
Yeah.
this
Cigaris.
Cigaris,
Cerbera.
Cerbera.
Tuscan.
Tuscan. The Tuscan, I did do a little bit of research on the Tuscan because that looks cool with the 3 headlights,
Yeah, I mean, look at this one.
but I couldn't find many.
In Wolverhampton. Guess how far away that is?
2 hours.
About 2 hours, yeah. That is a cool looking car. Also, this is probably the most exotic British car you can buy.
This car in the States would look very unique.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
It would stand out. Like a Mini wouldn't stand out. Land Rover, like people know what they are.
Yeah.
A Jag, Aston Martin, like.
Nah.
So now, when I was looking, that's actually kind of nice. Is that the blue?
This is more of a silver.
Silver? I was looking, a lot of these engines are rebuilt.
Yeah.
Are these cars unreliable or something?
It's British. That's all you need to know.
All right.
Only 53,000 miles. Engine fully rebuilt just 3,000 miles ago. Full service history. Car drives extremely well and sat on fully adjustable Protec shocks. Chassis has been well maintained. Bonnet conversion for easy access to engine bay, which you need because you'll be breaking down a lot, which is very useful.
I thought you meant because I was going to be fixing stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like breaking down a lot, fixing stuff.
By proxy when you own one of these. Will be supplied with fresh service and MOT. Okay, this one looks quite nice. And at least it's a bit of a colour. It's not black or white.
Yeah.
Because they're quite boring colours.
I can't do, I guess that's another prerequisite, right? Unless if it's the right price, I'm very against plain colors and black cars and white cars. Get way too dirty way too quickly.
Yeah.
One time, my dad's like, Chris, son, go clean mom's car. She has a black car.
Yeah.
I cleaned it. I was a little kid. I cleaned it. I spent all day on it.
Yeah.
He gets home from work. He goes, Chris, I thought I told you to clean the car. I'm like, Dad,
man.
I did. Since
man, that's
that day,
heartbreaking.
I vowed to never own a black car.
Exactly right. So your dad has ruined all black cars?
Yes.
I respect
yes.
that because it's not a colour, is it? Okay, so this company, Amore Autos Limited, they have a lot of TVRs.
Wow, look at that.
A lot of TVRs. So maybe they could be worth a little call. Ooh,
22.
22,995. It is white. Is that white?
Is that color shift?
No. Oh, it's Amore again.
It's the same place.
Yeah. So this guy literally has all of the Tuscans. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. So we're definitely going to give him a call. Let's see what's wrong with this because this is
Cornering the market.
quite a few grand cheaper. 4 litre engine rebuild, pearl white, 25,000 miles. Engine rebuild by TVR experts. Chassis is good, very low condition. Originally green and had a respray a number of years ago to the pearl white, which is stunning. It's a bit boring though.
If it's pearl, it might not just be, it could just not be showing up on camera.
Yeah, okay. Last owner purchased the car in January 2004 and it's been on and off the road over the years, hence the low miles. Blah, blah, blah. Last MOT was in November 2024, which it passed with no advisories, so it's still got MOT. Here are the works we recommend. Gear stick and handbrake gaiters torn, repair, easy.
Okay.
Dash display poor, so the backlight is perished on that. Door rubbers, too short. Center caps missing, wiper blade split. Wow, these are real basics. Passenger window fold, very small marks, washers poor. Steering stiff, so maybe a new steering rack or refurbished steering rack. Rattling roof and windows rubbers, so indicators not cancelling. Car comes with a 6-month Amore warranty, can be extended. That is not bad.
So this is a dealer.
This is a
You think
dealer.
we could negotiate it so it's like 19.5?
We could try. Shall we give him a call?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Good afternoon, Mark speaking. How can I help?
Hello, Mark. My name's Alex. I'm on Car and Classic at the moment, and I've seen that you've got not one, but a few TVR Tuscans for sale, specifically...
I do, yeah. I've got a couple.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. I've just seen your pearl white one.
Right, that's up on eBay as well. That's on an auction at the moment, which ends tomorrow. If it doesn't make it reserve, it won't sell. If it does hit the reserve, which is very low, then it will sell. And it's a cracking car. It's worth a lot more money.
Yeah, in terms of the...
And the reserve is low as well.
Is it under 20?
It is.
Oh, okay. What's your availability like potentially tomorrow morning?
I'm going right across to Norwich to pick up a car, and I don't know what time I'll get back. If I am back by lunchtime, then you could come in the afternoon and have a quick look at it, but it will still be on eBay at that point.
Thank you very much for your time,
talk to
Mark.
you later.
All right, in a
Okay,
bit.
bye.
Bye.
With a solid plan in place, I spoke to Mark the next morning, arranged a time and jumped in Blue Peter to check out Project Tuscan. But before we get there, a reminder from me as ever that if you want to buy yourself a used car, van or motorbike, then always run a car vertical report on it first to ensure it's not been crashed, crashed, stolen or clocked. If we take a look at the car vertical report for Ethan's Skoda Superb, you can see green ticks for mileage, finance and damage that tells me and you that this car does not have a shady past. But if Ethan wanted to trade up and get himself a Nissan GT-R, this one probably would not be the one, because as you can see, green ticks for mileage and finance, but an amber warning for damage. And in some cases, you get photos like this very car. You can scroll across and you can see that the back looks okay, the front has had quite an almighty smash, and the airbags have also gone off. And if we scroll down a little bit further, the car has then been repaired, presumably on sale. And you can see that in 2015, and 2018 and 2020, this car was crashed. So one to avoid, Ethan. So do yourselves a favor, do not get stung when buying a used car, van or motorbike. Always run a car vertical report on it first. What's more, you will get 20% off using the code AutoAlex. So Chris and I have just made it to Amore Autos, just somewhere outside Bristol. The Tuscan is going to be put on the ramp in a minute, the one that Chris wants to look at. But before that, have you ever seen this amount of actual TVRs in one place?
No, I've never seen a TVR in person.
Yeah. Oh, you have never seen one in person?
No.
They're stunning, they are exotic, they're rare, and they're just so cool. As an American as well.
They're unique, they're different. I feel like this is the British Viper.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. The interiors are just so cool and quirky and cocooning. And
it's unique.
It really is, yeah.
Getting in this car isn't gonna be getting into your daily driver. It's gonna be getting into something special. Hopefully it'll scare you, it'll make you happy, it'll make you sad. That's what cars are all about.
This is cool. Sorry, what was this again?
That's cool.
This is the T350. What's that?
It's like one of their last, it's their second to last one. So
oh, is it really?
Yeah, called the Cigaris.
Ah, okay.
It's the Cigaris are paying up.
Okay.
So it's obviously got a very weird bubble roof.
Yeah.
That's so your helmet could fit when you're racing.
Right. Yeah,
it gives you a little more clearance for the helmet.
Yeah. And then the other T350 over there has got the really cool spoiler.
Yeah, the clear one so you can see behind you.
Should we go check it out?
Yes.
How cool is this? I look at this and I think this can't be functional, but it's obviously there for a reason.
And the looks you'll get, I'm sure, I mean, even in America, like everybody's seen Ferraris, they've seen everything, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen one of these?
No.
After our tour and before temptation led me astray, Amore owner Mark showed us around Chris's potential purchase.
Okay, so look, when you're buying these, the most important thing you've got to start with is this central chassis. Okay, because if this central chassis, for any reason, is rotted out, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Everything outside of this is a commodity, and you can get it replaced. So you can take it to specialists. Even the outriggers, they'll do body lifts, and they'll put new outriggers on. All of these bits, you can buy them off the shelf. Some of the areas you do want to just check is try to look very closely around here. This is the battery box and the famous Anderson connector that we talk about. And you'll see a lot of people, they'll jack on here. Well, there's no support there, right? Because there's the batteries, you always jack on that one. Now it's got a cross brace.
Yeah.
Corner plates, very, very common for those to start going. But this is why we call this a project. If I put another one up, the chassis would look like that. Because it just depends how much people have had done. This has been done many, many years ago, but then he's committed Harry Carey. He's left it sat in the garage, he's not done anything with it. Whereas, it's the type of old car that if you've got a chance, just wipe it down with some old engine oil every few months, And this is the UK we're talking about, and where you guys coming from, you don't have to bloody worry.
Well, in Jersey you do, but down in Florida you don't. This will be down in Florida, so it'll be nice and safe. So one that has a frame-off restoration type of thing, and it's in pretty good shape. What's something like that go for?
Oh yeah, if this was a Mark 1 with a full body off, complete body off, new chassis, you're at £40,000 upwards. We're about driving these cars. You only live so long. It's about getting out and having some fun and doing some tours, and like we did last weekend down in the French mountains, messing around. And then nice big car shows, and we drive spiritually but safely. Stretching the cars.
Having a good time with them.
That's what they're about.
Yep.
After inspecting the underside, we got the Tuscan back on all four wheels to have a closer look at the engine.
So, speed 6 engine, straight 6. This was rebuilt by a company called Truck V Road. The most common issues you get with these cars is this box is here just Sikaflex this top cover to the plugs, and the plugs are obviously deep down in a hole. What you do to them to get is a little bit of water can run down the back here. especially if people use pressure washers and things like that on the car. And then it tracks along the spark plug cables and then fills up the pots, which can be really annoying. So here you've got your oil tank. This is a dry sumped engine. Common problems, it's that cap after every 10 years or so. Very expensive piece of kit, up in Volkswagen, 10 quid. All right, so
There's more bargaining there, Chris.
Yep.
After learning more about the engine, Mark then explained how the roof comes off and how it's neatly stowed in the boot. After which it was time for Chris to drive his first ever TVR. And what a car to start with.
I'm genuinely so excited for him right now. Then I think I'll be onto a winner. And those cars in the US go for big money as well. They're like triple the value that they are in the UK. So yeah, I'm having a great day, and I know Chris is as well. This is kid in the sweet shop.
go on, give it a little squeeze, open her up, go on. And then get ready to turn right down here and try those brakes. Yeah, that's it, great, we're going right here. Right, we'll just try something a little bit different here. So stick her in second gear, rolling. But this time open all the throttle pots. So push your foot right down, get ready to catch it. And back off. See your brake traction then as you hit the power band? Yep. Fabulous.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's cool.
Is it?
The shifter is really mechanical.
Oh,
and
is it? That's cool.
It's a proper car.
Is that what you expected?
Yeah, it feels very much like a Viper.
Oh, really?
You ever driven a Dodge Viper?
Yeah.
It feels very similar. Wants to kill you.
I don't know if I'm insulted or not.
Following a successful test drive with no breakdowns to report, Chris and I had a quick chat off camera to discuss making an offer. And then a few minutes later, we were in Mark's office where Chris and Mark hashed out a deal of just under £19,000. Which, when you look at this thing and remember its Gran Turismo and Swordfish fame, is a great price for Britain's most exotic car.
All right, so Chris, you came to the UK because you wanted to buy something British, kind of muscle car, exotic. We looked for a car, we found a car, and thanks to Mark from Amore Autos.
That's Amore.
Amore.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie.
Exactly right. This is your TVR Tuscan. It is sitting on our trailer. We're going to take it back to the unit now. And then in a couple of months, you're going to be back. You're going to be doing some work. But before all of that, how do you feel, man? This is incredible.
I was anxious to start, right? It's a good amount of money, and I'm in another country, but now I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm ecstatic. This is really cool.
It is really, really cool.
I've got a proper British race car. Like you can't, this is the best.
Yeah.
This is as good as it gets right now.
And the best thing is that it is a bit of a project, bit of a doer-upper, but yeah, if there's one man ready for the job, it is Mr. Chris Fix. And speaking of doing the work, you're going to be doing the work at my unit on your channel very soon. So if you guys want to see the progress of this car from project to really good,
It's always a project.
then follow Chris Fix, obviously, on the YouTubes. And maybe once the car is fixed up, you can join us on our Dream Cars road trip.
You would like that. You would like to see me in pain and suffering
I would
with
love
all the
to
things
see
that are going to break on a road trip.
on the Autobahn doing 150 miles an hour. That is your target, but for now, well done.
Thank you very much. I
Congratulations.
appreciate all the help. This is absolutely incredible.
No worries.
Never in my life did I think I'd be able to do something like this.
Let's head back to the unit, unload, and then it's over to Chris Fix. From us, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time. Come on then.